What is going on, YouTube people? Neo Cards of Comics here. Little breaking news on this one making its way around the Twitter sphere. I saw this come across, retweeted, but the original is this Burton Breaks that I have up on here. And listen, I'm not a TikTok person. I don't have the app installed on my phone. I don't really know a ton. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't use it on a regular basis, so I'm not intricately familiar with it like I am with something like Instagram or YouTube, obviously. But it is a massive platform. Tons of people use it. TikTok has banned breaking. Platform wide, no more breaking on TikTok. They basically cite, you can see the emails here. Surprised base products cannot be opened, packaged, or assembled during the live stream. The products must be manufactured / sealed and kept in the original packaging prior to customer receipt. This also means you can't do personal breaks. So even if you didn't want to like run a random team or pick your team or whatever, you just wanted to sell a box of Prism football to somebody and then open it for them and ship them the cards, that's not going to work either. So essentially, the way I understand this, hashtag not an attorney, not a TikTok aficionado, breaking is dead on TikTok. I don't know how many breakers this affects or how this affects them. Anyone that has good information on that, please throw it in the comments down below. If you like, do people, is breaking on TikTok a massive thing? I know there's a lot of people that use it, don't get me wrong. I just don't know how much it impacts breaking specifically and how easy those people will just be able to port over to other platforms. So pretty major news, basically citing gambling regulations, essentially. They're not saying that, but that's essentially what it is the gambling-like nature of this probably poses problems for them as legal teams begin to kind of look at this thing as the platform grows and it becomes even more popular, especially in the breaking field. I'm sure a bunch of lawyers got in a room and said, we probably don't want exposure to this. Let's just shut this down now. Now, the interesting thing here is, who's next? If TikTok did this, would Instagram ever follow? Would YouTube ever follow? Would Twitch ever follow? The dirty dark secret in the entire sports card world that everyone knows, but no one really wants to say out loud or talk about is breaking is 1,000% gambling. 1,000%. Opening a box, breaking is that on steroids, in my opinion. As, gambling has become legal across much of the United States, but through heavy regulation, sports cards honestly has kind of slipped under the cracks with basically zero regulation. We see tons of scams in breaking, tons of good breakers out there. Don't get me wrong. Plenty of people doing it right. But there are a lot of bad apples out there. I see there was a big Twitter thread yesterday on a horror story of someone hit a monster card on Whatnot and the breaker didn't ship it to them. They got a bunch of random base cards and the breaker said, I don't know, sorting error. Sorry. And sent them some free boxes to make it right, which I don't know equal the value of the card or not. But you see that stuff happen on a weekly basis on those platforms. This is at the same time as, now, Whatnot, obviously their platform is built for stuff like this. They're a transaction-based system. TikTok, not as much. It's not what the platform was designed to do initially. Whatnot was built up as a transactional platform. Instagram, though, that's an interesting one. Instagram was not built in the shopping network business. But, it's obviously turned into that over the last few years. It would be intriguing if they would ever take a stance on this. Same with YouTube, same with Twitch. Now, obviously, Whatnot, like I said, built for this. The new eBay Live app, whatever Fanatics has cooking. This is really, from Fanatics' perspective, this is good, as these, third-party ones potentially either, in this case, choose to kind of shut down. It would drive more people to their platform. But I always wonder in the back of my mind, is it just a matter of time before regulation actually comes to breaking? I'm not saying that we necessarily need it. There'd be some pros that probably came with it. There'd be a ton of negatives that came with it too. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like it's just a matter of time till someone somewhere in government goes, this is literally a slot machine. Why don't we have our fingers in this? Basically, where's our cut? Then what happens to everything? That to me, like I said, TikTok banning them, it's a massive thing for sure. But to me, it's the domino effects of this that we don't necessarily know yet in regards to other platforms looking at this and go, if TikTok's banning them, maybe this is something we need to take another pass at. Hey, legal, are we okay here? Are we good? What's going on? Just an interesting thing to keep our eyes on. This literally came out of nowhere. If the other people started doing it too, and one, it would just drive more business to Whatnot for now. But like I said, to me, the looming specter in all this is, do we at some point in time ever have regulation on breaking? And then what does that mean? How would Whatnot handle that, or the new Fanatics app, or eBay Live? Like I said, this just kind of came down the pike. I just got done recording tomorrow's video. This happened and figured, well, let's just pull it up and fire away. As always, curious for your feedback in the comments below, especially on this one, because I'm not intricately involved in the breaking community. I don't follow a lot of breakers on any social platforms, really. IG, Whatnot, TikTok, etc. It's just not my thing. It never really has been. So if you are a breaker, or if you have a lot of experience buying in the breaks on TikTok, or have a vibe for what that scene is like, please feel free to share that information down below. This is more me just kind of passing the information on to you all and kind of spitballing what, this could potentially look like if other content platforms went down this path. What would that potentially look like? IG would be a massive one. I know a lot of people that break on IG, if they just randomly shut that down all of a sudden out of the blue. That would be massive if IG did it. And like I said, maybe this TikTok thing is bigger than I realize in the breaking community. When I think of breaking, I mostly think of Whatnot and Instagram, not TikTok. But that just could be my own ignorance, because I'm just not on TikTok at all. So, like I said, curious for your thoughts and comments down below. We will catch you guys and girls on the next one. Peace.